Go.
Hello, everyone. Cheers. Welcome, Texas on Tap. Another round of some new tunes from streaming and radio and looking at the charts and just a little chit chat. And I am saying Kyle should go first today. You have some really interesting stuff for you
Okay.
to talk about for streaming. I was very intrigued by those songs, especially one in particular.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's just go ahead. I'll start with that one. Jack Barksdale, as we know, 14-year-old, maybe 15 now. I'm not exactly sure. Phenom. He's a
Mhm.
wizard of sorts. This kid blows me away with everything he does, but just dropped a new song called Freak Show to streaming. Um, Man, it's he's made it clear that age does not play a factor in raw talent or hard work because he does the shit out of he has the raw talent and he works his ass off. So incredible. I mean, it's just unbelievable. The storytelling, the arrangements, all the different instruments that they use. They used a bunch of horns and stuff in the
Yes.
song, and it's so vivid that I felt like I was sitting in a circus tent, like in the like 1800s or something. It was just crazy. Like I had to pull myself out of the song, like almost physically. I was so just drawn in. And then he's got this brilliant little twist on the chorus too, lyrically. So just awesome stuff. I'm blown away. I really need to catch a show, and I'm just a huge fan. So keep it up, Jack. You're killing it.
Yes, just ditto what you said. It took me back in time and like I imagine like sitting in an old time theater or in an old timey like big circus tent. So yeah, great talent there, great creativity as well.
Very cool. All right, and then this is the name that's been floating around for a couple of years now. I don't know. I don't think we've actually covered one of his songs, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it's Gannon Freeman and CCREV. This is a song they just dropped today to streaming. It's called "Love Me Too." Taproom doors wide open with a bang. Oh man, his voice is so impactful. You can hear the raw emotion in the song right away and throughout the entire song. Those chugging kind of like Paul Muti guitars, but they're big, like, from my world of alternative music, very close to my heart. But the chugging of it mixed with those ambient leads adds so much to the emotion. Um, just a really good song. I love his voice. I love what he's doing. It's got it reminds me of certain artists in the scene, but it's also very unique. So I think he's going to fit right in. And I see a lot of cool stuff coming. One little silly side note as well, though. He rhymed cheap brown liquor with quicker, and I thought that was hilarious. I'm sure that wasn't intended
Yes.
to be funny, but I heard that and I was like, oh man, that was great. I love that. So good stuff, Gannon.
Yes, very good one. Keep up the good hard work. I like that. Okay, so batter up, me next, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave the tap room door open. I think everyone's gonna just enjoy this just really natural song and it just kind of makes you think for a minute. So whatever you're doing right now, just drop and take a second and take a listen to brand new radio release from Gary Patrick. It's Rivers and Creeks. Rivers gonna rise, creeks are gonna flow. Love this song. I love the whole present little banjo in there. Very good with the instruments, and of course, it's very good production because Chad Malden produced the song. So that's out
Mm.
to radio, but it's just a lot of good lyrics in there. That's life lyrics that makes you think, and I just like the whole vibe of the song. So that's Gary Patrick. You just took a listen to. It's called Rivers and Creeks, and now second one I have chosen for this week that's out to radio is the William Wallace Band. It's someone like you, and it's kind of somewhat of a story, but you're always looking for that someone like you that he's referring to in the song. But I like how it starts out. It's like if you would give me a roadmap to your heart, I'd just jump in that rusty old truck and I would just like go find you. But yet there's still this guarded heart that's written into the song with this person. But everyone has that dream of having that love that you can sit on the back porch with and you can hold hands and look into eyes. And so he does ultimately get in the truck and drive, still with a guarded heart, gets out the door. And this song has a happy ending because at the end of the song, they're sitting on the back porch holding hands, looking at each other's eyes and planning for the future for the rest of their life. So great little
Mm.
upbeat song there from William Wallace Band. And it's some one like you that is out to radio. So nice one.
Sweet. All right, let's talk about our friends More Than Music Creations. Have you hopped over to morethanmusiccreations.com lately at all?
I have not because I'm trying to budget for vacation,
Oh, there you go.
honestly.
Well, the
But
problem with
no,
Helen is she gets carried away, so she'll buy all the gifts and she'll end up buying herself some stuff.
I know that Jade Marie stuff is calling my name. I did go back and take a look at that, And then also, and I guess, yeah, I saw another new one that Michaela did the other day called something The Check or something. And then there's the
Mm,
big one that she did for Brie Bagwell. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh. But
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get me some pieces before I head, like, into fall.
for the
I think that's a
holidays,
good
for
time to kinda
gifts. Yeah.
transition, yeah, transition into fall with some good, jewelry from More Than Music Creations, and, of course, the great thing is the jewelry comes from your guitar strings of some of ours and y'all's favorite Texas country artists. It just really, really doesn't get any better than that, especially, like, like, this is just such the, perfect audience for More Than Music Creations, Texas country fans, so check it out, morethanmusiccreations.com. They turn it into a positive and help a foundation and organization helps children in foster care bring music into their lives, and nothing heals kids like music. So it's just such a win-win and such a unique story. So go check them out at morethanmusiccreations.com. Have you ever wondered how artists like Treaty Oak Revival, Red Clay Strays, and Aaron Watson maintain the high quality and high demand for their merchandise? CH Lone Star Promo is the answer. Created in Texas to serve Texas artists, and they're currently offering 15% off on all merch orders from musicians. Visit chlonestarpromo.com to get started and tell them Texas Toast sent you.
I was reading the other day that it takes at least $1 million to break an artist. That's a ton of change, and it can feel overwhelming. But with social media leveling the playing field, you just need an effective strategy to release your music. Check out Release Rocket to ensure your single does not die after release day. You've already put time, effort, and tons of money into writing and recording your album. Let the guys at Release Rocket keep your new release alive.
So now we'll go ahead and take a little brief look at some of the Texas country music charts, kind of see what's popping and topping. I'll tell you what's topping again on the Texas country music chart this week is Kinfo and My Kind of Weather. They held on to number
Man.
one. Yeah, Cody Jinks was at three. He was at three. He's at number two, changed the game. And I just have to mention that Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen, All I Want to Do Is Drink, went from number six to number three. And that is such a fun song. It's one of their Hold My Beer albums. I actually downloaded the whole thing, enjoying it intensely. Okay,
Mm,
again, Kinfo, they are roll. My Kind of Weather, number one this week and last week on CD Extraction Texas. And then looking at the Texas Regional Radio Report, someone that I just love, Cody Jinks. He is at number one, would change the game. So congratulations to him. So that's who's popping and topping on the charts. So a lot of good music and lots of stuff to look at out there.
hmm Well, I gotta brag about this for a sec because the William Wallace band song, I listened to the song and it was great, but the title of it reminded me, not that I had forgotten, but last night I got to go to a big show for the first time in a while. I don't get the opportunity to attend shows very often, but I got to go see one of my all-time favorite bands, Kings of Leon, at the new Moody Center in Austin,
Oh,
and
did you
oh
really?
man, it was
Oh,
so much fun. They were so freaking good. It was the first night of tour, which is always kind of scary because they're either going to be like really tight or like a mess, especially those guys if you know anything about them. But they were on fire. It was great. The production was outstanding, and I had a blast. So that's your reminder this week. Go see a show. You don't have to go see one of those like really expensive ones like that, but just go see a show. Go to your local little place. Get out there and do it.
oh, I totally agree. Yes, that's very important. Something that and then of course, like I always talk about, it never fails for me. Anytime I go to a live music event, I come home with new contacts, new friends. Like you always make friends with the people around you. So yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Definitely, definitely. Well, you've had an eventful day. Do you want to talk about that, or are we moving on?
Okay, I guess I'll briefly talk about Miss Helen's broke spine. No, I'm just kidding. It kind of reminds me I've been dealing with this issue for the last couple of years. I've done chiropractic, the yoga, Pilates, strength training, stretching. I mean everything because I hate taking medicine and like an anti-inflammatory was prescribed by my spine specialist that I was referred to. That did nothing for it. So I still just do stretches, kind of do some yoga moves in the area. And then I had the epidural steroid injection, a couple of weeks ago. So I went for my follow up. It has not helped at all. And so went ahead and did an x-ray today and I got to actually see the picture of the bottom part of my spine, like way down here. And it's just like they're just sitting on top of each other. One's out here, one's underneath it. There is no cushion in between my joints
Man,
holding, it's trying to hold everything up. So it makes me feel better because for a while I was just furious with myself because it's just like it held me back from doing things that I normally do. And that yet I'm a hard-headed check and I keep pushing and I'm lifting and I'll keep running and I'll keep fishing and I'll keep just moving things. So great thing is hope is on the way. I am going to have a surgery and we'll do that in November after TCMA is kind of, so I'll have, it'll be a couple of months recovery. Not, it's not, I will still, I mean, like it's like I can't lift anything for like over 10 pounds for just have to wear this back brace thing. But yay, by the time the first of the year comes, it's going to be gone and I can get back to normal and get back to my workout routines. And that's been tough because that's my time, especially walking.
Yeah.
That's my time I like to do, and, like, I like to just, like, be able to get over onto the beach and then walk around and then come back, through the entrance back home, and, there's just something about having that time when you walk or if you're a runner, you know what I'm talking about, just music in your ears, and that was always my time. Ever since I was raising my kids, I'm going for that 30 or 45-minute walk, and that was the one time I would have to myself. So, I
Mm.
know a lot of people out there can relate to that.
Oh
Anyway, so
yeah.
hope is on the way and it's good. It won't disrupt a lot of my outdoor activities in the summer. And November, December is pretty quiet time. I know it's the holidays, so I concentrate on holidays and still do my decorating and shopping and all that. So much for that. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, well, I joked that you get to relax this year because you're not much of a relaxer. So this year they're gonna make
No,
you relax, and
no.
you put Captain around to work and make him do all the hard work.
It is so hard for me not to like it is so hard for me to sit on the sideline like Kyle, y'all, you just have no idea. Like
Yeah.
I gotta stop. I never stop, but I got to do that.
Mm. Well, here's your opportunity, or maybe just give yourself the opportunity to try.
Okay, I'll try. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, let's shift gears. How about them Stros? Have you been keeping up?
Oh yes, I've been watching. Oh yes. Oh
Man,
yes.
they're on a freaking roll. I think they have the longest active streak right now.
Yes, 8 games in a row as we stand, and then they will
Yeah.
play tonight. And they're just got to keep that momentum flowing and going. And man, haters finally the pitcher that used to scare the crap out of me when we played against him,
Yeah.
and he is
Yeah.
just he's tearing it up. He's just burnt. Oh man, he's on fire.
Yeah, and the what's the other new dude that we picked up who started twice against the Rays? What's his name?
Cook
Y- Yosuke or something like that? Ah, I can't
Kikuchi,
remember.
Kikuchi.
Kikuchi, maybe that's it. Yeah, but he's a beast. He's had two
Yes,
solid
yes.
starts, so it's
Mhm.
looking good. I'm excited. I'm in
Bregman's on
full.
fire.
Oh
Bregman's
my
on
God, talk
fire.
about it.
Oh
Did you see?
Lord.
Did you see Jordan broke the screen the other day?
Yes, yes. It's
That was
crazy.
hilarious. Yeah, I wonder
It's
who's
such good
like.
times.
I wonder if the Astros are liable for that. Like, how does that work? I imagine the team just
I
because that could happen at
seriously
any
doubt
moment.
it. It could
Yeah.
yeah. I seriously doubt that. Hopefully they get I wonder what happened to the ball. Like did it just bounce down in there? Did it come out? I didn't
Yeah.
get that part of the story. But yeah,
Oh man,
this is good time of the year as
it's
we're getting
exciting.
into
Yeah,
that
it's
as we're rolling into that getting into October. Yeah.
that fall spirit, that fall weather. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah, and
let's
then,
start cooling
and
down a little bit.
yes, and then with October comes all the fall county fairs and all the great artists that'll be playing those stages. So make sure you're
Hmm.
looking at I know most people are such supporters of their local county fairs, especially, like get out there, the kids raising the animals. That's so much fun. My kids did
Mm.
all that stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
Speaking of, do you have any contacts? What about Austin County Fair? We need to get me on that. How do I play?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Probably way
Austin
too late this
County
year,
Fair.
but maybe next year I'll be there. That would be so awesome. Growing up, going to
That
those
would be because
fair downs
yeah,
every
that's your
year. Oh
family's, that's your
man,
family. Yeah. It's crazy how you and I both have heritage from Austin County. Long family
yeah.
lines there, like long family lines.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool stuff. So yeah, before we know it,
Oh, and
we'll
now I'm
be kind
excited.
of cooling. It'll be cooling off, and Cal will be so happy.
Yeah, I will be so happy, just endlessly happy for 2 months or 3 months, however long it lasts.
Yes, yes. So we've had a lot of fun here on the podcast lately, and I don't know if how many of you had a chance to go and take a listen to the Daryl Dodd episode that we had. He just
Mm,
really opened up and got personal, and it was just such an honor because I mean, like Daryl Dodd, it's Daryl Dodd. I mean, like
yeah.
I've always loved his music. He's just one of those that it seems like anytime Daryl Dodd would put a song out, it's kind of like when you had that grandpa or that uncle in your family that they were the people that really didn't talk a lot, but when they said something, you just stopped and you listened to them. And it's kind of
Oh
like
yeah.
when Daryl Dodd puts music out, that's what you do. And I wish I would have told him that when he was on. So hopefully I'll have a chance to do that. But yes, so part one is really good. And then part two, we get into some other stuff and then get
It's
into some
even more
current
crazy.
stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was just wow. I was just wow.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Kyle and I enjoyed that tremendously.
Oh man, yeah. It's like you let him talk, and we've never done two part. Like usually you're pretty good about cutting them off.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, but we try to keep these to about 30 minutes, and it was like, hey, we got to keep
It's
going.
just, I know there was
We
just
can't
no
stop.
way. I was just like, and again, like if y'all know me and Kyle, you know that I think so much alike. At the point where I was sending him a text like, we need to go ahead and keep rolling, he was like, let's do, he was planning when I was planning, and we just pressed send at the same time.
At
It
the
was like,
same time.
it was really good. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you haven't checked that one out, do it and then tune in on Tuesday for the new one. Also, if you're new here and you're finding us or listening because of that podcast, which I know there are lots of new folks here, thank you for joining and we appreciate you. We do this every single Friday, and every Tuesday is an interview with a up and coming or household name artist that you either will love or already love. So
Yes, and
thank you for
also
joining us.
we talk to industry professionals behind the scenes. So we try to cover everything here on the Text Toast podcast because we love our whole Texas family and everybody in the industry. So, and
Yep.
speaking of, I made reference to October and made reference to fall earlier or whatever. Let's see, voting is officially in for the TCMA Awards.
It's
So we
over.
will
Yeah.
find out in November who wins.
Hmm.
I'm
Yep.
so excited to for November to come to get to see everybody.
Oh man, me too, but I'm just excited for it to get cold.
Huh? Oh, for it to count. Yeah, through that.
It's been,
Through
I
that.
guess it's weird. This summer hasn't been nearly as hot as last summer, but I guess I've been like out and about more playing these outdoor shows and stuff. It just feels brutal. Like I'm just ready for it to be
Mhm.
over. I want to wear a sweater.
No, let me tell you something that was super cool because this kind of ties in with okay, so when I had my what you call it, what do I call it? The steroid injection, epidural steroid
Mm.
injection. And of course, it's when they get you back there, it's so cold.
Oh
They
yeah.
did I tell you about the little air filter thing they had on the gown?
Oh no, I don't
No.
think so.
Okay. Okay. Thought maybe I might have been going crazy that I might have told you. Okay, so here's what they do. So instead of pulling those warm blankets out of the warmer that they have, they like put this little thing around you and it has a hose and and you can adjust the heat. It warms you up. And
Oh, that's awesome.
it blows warm air. I was like,
What?
the heck?
Holy crap, that's awesome. Because those little
Yeah.
hospital blankets are garbage.
And
Oh
it's
man.
always cold when you go into like a surgical center because I
Yeah.
went to the surgical center for that, and that'll be the same surgical center that I go to. I can't wait to get that warm little till the
Oh
anesthesiologist
man.
comes in and makes me go to sleep.
And knocks you out. Yeah.
My anesthesiologist was hilarious that day. He was doing like speed racer and like doing curves down the hallway when he was taking me to the room. He was so funny.
Oh man.
And he was
Yeah,
like,
it's always an
okay,
interesting experience.
yeah, he goes, okay, we're gonna put another little cocktail in your IV, Miss Helen. I'm like, okay, got this. Anyway,
Fire away, buddy. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, that's what they had to keep you warm. It was like a little hose comes around and it blows in there and you can adjust it.
That's so crazy. I've never heard of that
Why
before,
didn't
but
you?
that's
But then when you
genius.
see stuff like the child, then when you see stuff like that, you think, why didn't I cut?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that would be awesome to have like in the outdoors in the wintertime, like me, like when we go fishing during the winter and it's so cold because winter fishing is so good and you have to wear like 50 layers. I
Right,
do
right, right,
anyway.
right.
Man, if
Out on
you
the water. Oh yeah.
had that little hose and you could just plug it into your anyway. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm getting way off
No,
on a
you're a
tangent.
genius. Sorry, you were talking about fishing, and that just reminded me, and this can be our last spiel before we go. But if you haven't already, go check out our merch store. It's on TexasToastPodcast.com. We've got a couple shirts and some hats and a koozie up there right now. But we've got a couple new additions coming later, I think probably early next week, that are going to be really cool. And they're Helen editions. So you can put two and two together and figure out what I mean by that. But go over there, check it out, grab you some stuff. Our friends at CH Lone Star Promo are making everything, and they're the best. So go get you some.
Yes, we would love for y'all to go over there and check that out. It's pretty cool. We think y'all will like it, especially when the other editions get up there. Because I'm probably gonna be the first one to order. I'm getting all three.
Yeah.
All three.
Oh
We'll actually have
man,
to
that's
get
hilarious.
6. We have to get 6. Cause gotta get Ron.
Duplicates. Yeah, y'all gotta be twinsies.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, but well, okay. So,
Okay.
all right. So now I'm going to say something else, and I don't understand this because my fishing shirts are wore out. Like I had to finally go through my closet. I did some purging a couple weeks ago, and it's like, there's just so many of them. It's like, okay, just get rid of this. It's wore out. And so I went to the academy at one of the academies that I go to, and I went to the ladies section, and I really almost went and talked to a manager. The ladies selection for long sleeve fishing shirts were horrible. And this was a Gulf Coast store. Because I know that inland, like saltwater, freshwater, they sell different things in those
Different,
particular
sure.
areas. But man, so now I'm stuck. So that's why I'm glad we got those coming to the merch store, because I need
Yeah.
some new fishing shirts. Anyway.
Well, perfect timing. And once again, perfect time for the holidays. Go grab your Texas music fan in your life, some cool stuff. Grab my Texas Toast shirt or a hat. And there's some nice leather koozies in there. So go indulge.
Indulge in some great Texas country. Do like Kyle said,
There
go
you
get outside the
go.
box and go get outside the box and go to a show this week.
That was like a little alley oop. I lobbed it up to you, hoping you'd grab it, and you grabbed it. Perfect. I love it.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Breaking
Well,
stuff
that's a good
over
note to
here.
end on.
All right, cheers.
Okay. Cheers. Have a good weekend.